There was this one time we were in the drive-thru, and it seemed like it was taking forever for the person to come over the speaker, and my dad said, hello, because they weren't answering. And then we all got embarrassed, so we like dove to the floorboards, and then all of a sudden the speaker person goes, hello. We were all just in the back just laughing our butts off while he was face to face with the person that he just said hello to. But it's been like this comical ongoing thing whenever we go through drive-thrus now. We always say hello. I think my dad is always about opportunities. Some of the memories that I have about that would be when I was student teaching. I really wanted to student teach in Australia, and so I talked to him about it first, and I knew he would think about it and see the opportunity that it would give me to do it, and that he would be behind it, and he was. And that was like one of my favorite memories growing up, is just being able to go over there for 9 weeks and being in a different country and seeing how things were different over there in a place that was really far away. And then Dad just always liked to travel, and he always had really good stories with Larry and their travels. And I just remember the one time they went to this really fancy like castle, I think it was, and they had all these fancy cars out there, BMWs, and they were in a station wagon, and they were trying to not tell anyone what kind of car they were driving because they were embarrassed by it. So that was a pretty funny story. It just seemed like he always had these like adventures and just talking to people, and he got these unique opportunities. The times where we would get Jenny and Scott and me, and we would all load up in the MG that he built and go down to Bill's Fabulous 50s to get root beer floats and fried mushrooms. That was always fun. Or maybe it could be the times where we would be going down the road and Beach Boys came on over the radio, and he would just unroll all the windows. It doesn't matter what kind of weather was happening.
Pouring down rain. I was in the very back of the van, so I didn't get wet, so I thought it was also funny. They were screaming. They were yelling at him, and he was laughing. It was great. And you doing that too. Whenever I hear a Beach Boys song, I always unroll it.
I always loved going to the beach with him, just because we were always there 24 hours a day with him. But one memory at the beach was when there was a full moon, and it was the night before we were leaving to come back home. And everybody was out on the beach watching the ocean, and the moon was just lighting up the ocean, and it was the coolest thing ever. And slowly everybody started leaving, and then it ended up just being Dad and I. And then at one point we just stopped talking, and the silence was just as good as the talking, because I was just sitting with my dad. And so that was one of my core memories that I will always remember of him.
I liked when we were growing up, and he always did the claw when we were at the pool. I was always so terrified from his hand. I don't know why, but it was always so fun just to try to run away from him when he was doing the claw.
The claw!
We went to great grandma's house all the time growing up, having those awesome pizza parties. And I really enjoyed all the porch pictures we'd had, and continuing that at your house when we all go on your back patio porch.
My favorite memory of you is just all the times that I've been able to come to you, and in times that I really needed help, especially in real estate when I thought I was going to give up. You've always been that guy that I could go to for anything, whether it be consulting or encouragement. You know, I've always appreciated that, and you definitely have been one of the key factors as to why I'm able to continue real estate, and the success that I have had has definitely been because of you. And I just appreciate that encouragement you've given me. A funny memory that I've had with you is definitely the time when I pulled into the garage, and you and Dad were standing there, and you got to see my front bumper hanging down loose. And you guys did your best. You're trying to find a nice bumper that we could replace it with online, but we weren't able to find one. So what was the next best option? We Frankensteined it with the little license plates that we put on the front. And I remember being very discouraged, very frustrated that was the outcome, but I needed the van the next day for school and for whatever else I might have needed it for. And you came up with that quick solution, and honestly, my language, kind of a badass solution. It was pretty cool. And all my friends pulling into school, I was thinking they're gonna make fun of me, but they actually thought it was cool and started calling me the Terminator for having a blown off front bumper and replaced it with metal. So they thought that was cool, and a fun memory that some of my friends even have to this day, just me pulling around with license plates as my bumper is how we solved it. So it was a fun, creative way to fix that issue, and it really speaks as to who you are. You're just a creative guy.
So one of my favorite memories that I have with you is just all the times that we go to Brown County and have those really fun lunch picnics, and especially when we got to drive around in the Porsche and you let us borrow that. That's always been such a wonderful time. And I love when we get to come and see you guys, usually on Mondays, and we have lunch usually sometimes, and that's just such a fun time to spend with you and Grandma. And I just have really enjoyed all the time that I've got to know you guys, and it's just been wonderful. It's just been so special having you in my life since my grandparents have passed away. You've just been a wonderful grandpa to me, and I just wanted to say that I love you, and I'm super appreciative of everything that you do for us.
Dad, I just wanted to say thank you for always being there and supporting our family, and just creating lots of fun opportunities with all the different trips we've gotten to go to over the years. Just the way that you always bring fun to our group just by saying funny things or doing funny things. My dad's dependable. He's the one person that anybody can turn to for help when needed. He's helped me out. He's helped my whole family out on multiple times. So he's the most dependable person that we can rely on. He has the answers for everything. I feel like he can create anything. He's always been able to take a design and go with it. He's just an amazing person.
He's very family orientated, and he's very hardworking. I know that he's always doing stuff around the house for Grandma. Thank you so much, Grandpa, for everything you've done for us, and I really enjoyed all of our memories that we have held together.
We love you, Grandpa. Oh, I think I'm getting a phone call. Hey, it's Scott.
Hey Dad, Merry Christmas. I'm sitting here trying to figure out what my favorite memory of you was, and I'm not sure I can do it. From getting lost in the parking lot in Detroit outside of WrestleMania, to our scuba diving trips, or the most recent car trip we took to California. I just feel like we did a lot of really cool stuff. But if I had to pick one, I think it would be our driving trip through Northern California. I don't know why, really. I just really enjoyed seeing all of the sights in California and Yosemite and all the cool driving roads. But I think more than anything, it was just getting to know you more as an adult. Most of our trips that we took, where I was mostly a lot younger, and as you get older and you age and you just see things differently, and I feel like I got to know you more from a different time period in both of our lives, and I just remember really enjoying that. As far as my what I like most about you, I would have to say probably your example as a father. Being a father seemed like it was going to be really easy until you had to do it. And I just remember all the challenges and things coming up as a father, and I just remember trying to emulate what you did. I feel like you did it right, and I felt like I just needed to do what you did. So thanks for everything you do. I love you, and Merry Christmas.